Class 184 or 54. Working of an IC engine, internal combustion engine. See, it will be like this. A rotary motion is converted into reciprocating motion. The shaft here is called as crankshaft, and the arm which is connected at right angle to that is called as crank arm. Then there is connecting rod. You will see the figure here. See, this is a crank. Okay, crank is actually this arm. Here, this is the crank shaft. Sometimes there is no need of shaft. It may be only a pin. Okay. Now, when the shaft, say crank shaft is here. See here, you can see crank shaft. Here also only pin. Sometimes say, if you can also have shaft. Okay, here it is only pin. Shaft you can see here. See here, this is crankshaft. The whole big shaft is there for multi-cylinder operation. We will see this later. Now you can see here. Now this is the crank or crank arm. Both are same. Crank means crank arm. Here it is given wheel. There is no need of wheel for us. Actually, wheel sometimes it will be connected to the wheel point, and it will be rotated with the wheel. But actually, it will be only arm, which is moving in a circular fashion. Now, when this is moved in the circular fashion, circular rotation, okay, here the connecting rod will transfer this circular motion to a reciprocating motion. Here it is connected to a piston which is sliding inside a cylinder. Here rotary motion to linear motion, or if you drive the piston, then the linear motion can be transferred into a rotary motion. If you drive here, then rotary to linear operation. If you drive here, linear to or reciprocation to rotary operation, that we will get. This particular operation, okay, here, see, this is the main pin, crankshaft, okay, or crank pin. Crank pin is here. Here, this is actually main pin, crankshaft pin. Okay, here, this is here there can be bearing also. Sometimes just pin, sometime bearing. You can see here. See here. This is one bearing here, another bearing here. Sometimes this is the connecting rod. Sometimes connecting rod is directly connected to the piston head. Here it is connected through cross head, and there you will get piston rod. See here there is no piston rod. Connecting rod is directly connected to the piston. There is no cross head guide. Here there is cross head guide. Okay, this sometimes becomes comfortable for the operation. Here, see piston head, piston rod. cylinder. This is the engine frame. Okay, this is called as cross head. Okay, and this is the cross head guide. Okay, there can be some slight errors while saying some terms. You understand the concept. So this is the crank arm and this is the crank shaft. This is called as big end bearing because this will be big and this will be small. Okay. So sometimes we will have piston rod, sometimes not. Now, see, gas will be here. When the shaft rotates, crankshaft rotates, crank also will be rotating. That will move the connecting rod such that the piston will now compress the gas inside the cylinder. And when it is moving in the opposite direction, expansion will take place. We will see this operation now. See, this is the cylinder. Inside there is a piston. This is the piston. This much. Here there is gas, which is called as combustion chamber. So this is the crankshaft, crank arm, connecting rod, piston head. Here there is no rod directly to piston head. Right. Now let us see operation of an IC engine. See here, this is called as inlet pipe. This is called as exhaust pipe, means exit pipe. In an IC engine, say petrol engine, for example, take a petrol engine. In the chamber where burning of fuel takes place, air plus fuel ratio will uh, air and fuel mixed. See, petrol will be mixed with air through carburetor. Now, that is a different process. Petrol will not directly come here. Petrol with a percentage of air volume will be entering into the chamber. That happens when this is pressed. See here you can see when both the valves. This is called as inlet pipe, and this is the valve. This straight piece is there. That is the valve. When you push this downward, opening takes place here. Here you see there is no opening. Both are closed. Inlet pipe and exhaust pipe. Here inlet is open, exhaust is closed. Here both are closed. Both are closed. Hence there is no flowing here. Here one is closed, this is open. Hence there is flow. Okay. Now let us see the operation. And this is a spark plug. The middle one is spark plug, which is used for burning of fuel. Okay. So you say it is injection. Okay, takes place. Injection is not right word, but okay. Now each movement, each linear movement is called as a stroke. So when this rotates, crankshaft rotates, we get reciprocating motion. Okay. Now let us say now this is called as top dead center. This is called as bottom dead center. See here. This is a cylinder. Piston. Piston moves up and down within the cylinder. Connecting rod. This is the crankshaft rotating. Okay. This is the crank pin, main pin, etc., will be there. Okay. See, this is called as top dead center, and this is called as bottom dead center. Cylinder moves between the TDC and BDC. Okay, and the distance between the TDC and BDC is also called as stroke. It will be like this. It will be difficult for you to understand this. Okay, now this is easy to understand. Okay, now so it will be moving. Okay, now when this moves from TDC to BDC, means top to bottom, it is called this valve will open. How it opens? It is like this. See, you can see this is nothing but these two are the valves. These two are the pipes. Here inlet is shown in the right side, exhaust is shown in the left side. In this figure, inlet is shown in the left side and exhaust is in the right side. The operation of this valve happens by cam and follower. You see, this is the cam and follower. Due to the special shape of the cam, see, it pushes the follower. This follower will be loaded by a spring and touching to the upside, so that this will be closed. This will be closed. This will be pressure to the upside. It will be closed like this. When the cam rotates, it pushes the follower, that is the valve bottom, and then there will be opening here. The fuel will enter. So when the fuel enters, you that is called as intake or suction stroke. Fuel enters means fuel and air mixture enter into the chamber, into the combustion chamber. Okay, now this comes to the BDC, means bottom dead center. Okay, as you rotate now again this will reciprocate. So when you rotate, as it rotates further, now it will push because it is reciprocating. So it will push now. That pushing is called as compressive stroke or compression stroke. During the compression stroke, both the valves will be closed. Now what happens is the fuel becomes hot, very hot, because it is compressed. At the end of the when the compression stroke, the spark plug will ignite, means it will give a spark. So the fuel will burn, means combustion takes place. Because of the combustion of the fuel will expand, the air will expand there. A high power will be developed. It will push the piston downside. This is the third stroke, third movement. First movement up, second movement down. Sorry, first movement down, second movement up. This we will do. We will have to do in a motor bike. When you give a kick with your leg, okay, foot, okay, these two happen. But as soon as the spark plug ignites, that itself will push it downside. That is why we get a sometimes when we kick, we get a reverse stroke. That is because of this. Spark plug will ignite and fuel will force it down. Now that is called as power stroke because power is developed in the engine. Both will be off. Both will be off. Third stroke. Right, it comes here. After that, now here the power is already developed, means work has been done. Now this gas, which is the smoke, fumes, has to be, that gas has to be sent outside the chamber for the next cycle. So in the fourth stroke, exhaust stroke, upward movement, now this valve will be open. Exhaust valve will be opened like this. Okay, now see, this is now opening. Okay, here you can see the linear movement. Yes. So exhaust gases will go outside. Now next cycle is again intake stroke. This will be open. So in this way it happens. Once the power stroke happens, then the engine will start and run automatically. Engine will run automatically. For starting only you need to give an intake and compressive stroke. Once the ignition happens comfortably, power is developed, then there is no need. That is why you need to kick the motorbike just once. Then automatically engine will be in the on state. It will be running. When you give the clutch and gear mechanism, the engine shaft, that is the crankshaft, will be connected to the wheel of the vehicle. So actually there is combustion, means actually it will actually create a linear motion that is converted into rotary motion here. So again, because of rotary motion you get reciprocating motion here, and because of cam and follower, the intake of fuel, everything takes place. So like that it happens. You can see here the first stroke, second, third, fourth stroke, one intake stroke. You can see the video by slow operation. See, note that here intake is right side. See, come when intake, expansion. Now compression, both are off. Sorry, this is very fast running. Intake, compression, intake, sorry, intake, compressive, spark plug ignition, power stroke, and then exhaust stroke. Intake, compressive, power, exhaust. Intake, compressive, power, exhaust. You can see the video by slow motion. This is a four stroke engine because it takes four movements for one complete cycle. There is also two stroke engine. No need, if you want you can study. Actually these things are not necessary, but to understand the concept you need. See here, so we had understood these things. Okay, basics of a reciprocating engine. Fine. Mm, there are different figures. Okay, here there is multi-cylinder engine. You can see here, for getting more output to the crankshaft, multi-cylinders will be put. You get more output because at the same time combustion takes place in all the four cylinders. See here, each and every alternative cylinder is displaced by what they are like by 180 degrees. See here, when this is in compressive stroke, this will be in the exhaust stroke like that. So that you get double operation, double benefit. Okay, so this is multi-cylinder engine. The- Hence, crankshaft actually looks like this. In case of, see, actually shaft is only shaft, crankshaft. Okay. Now, but for multi-cylinder engine, the crankshaft looks like this. Hence, you can see crankshaft. This is crank pin to where the crank means crank arm is connected. So many things are here not required for our examination, our syllabus, but to understand the concept in detail, we need to know. See oil hole where lubrication is required. Okay, these things are there. Fine.